what's crazy? I'm 40, right? And I feel like I was lucky enough to marry the right woman, right? My wife is logical, like legit. She's not typical. Most women think from an emotional standpoint, right? And not fully emotional. You know, we both, human beings, think from a logical and an emotional standpoint, right? Your mind is either or more dominant in one space. Men typically tend to be logical dominant. Very little emotion. Most women tend to be more emotional dominant. Very little logic. I specifically ended up with a woman who was more logical dominant because I know my personality. I tried to date women in the past that were more emotional, and I don't give a fuck about how you feel. If you doing things based upon emotion and zero logic, you will make very bad decisions in life. You dig what I'm saying? So I knew I needed to end up with a woman who was more logical dominant, right? And that's what I did. I ended up with a woman who's more logical dominant. I'm saying all that to say this, fellas. You could have a six-pack. You could make $650,000 a year. You could be 6'7". All of that perfect man bullshit, let me tell you something. If you're with a woman who is more emotional dominant, typical woman, emotions, basically, I don't want to be accountable for shit. If you're in a relationship with a woman who doesn't know how to apologize, who expects you to be accountable for her mishaps, you're dating a very dangerous woman, right? And you justify it because she sucks your dick or she fucks you really well, right? This is where you're fucking up at. Because I'm going to tell you this. She will justify cheating on you with another man who on paper is lesser than you. I had this shit happen when I was young, 22. You could be a college graduate. You could make 700 something thousand a year. If she feels like this guy that doesn't have a job, who still lives with his mama, he fucks the shit out of her better than you, she will justify cheating on you for that dude. Let me explain something to you. Most women will now really think about it. You got a woman in your life right now who is in your family or a homegirl who on paper got all her shit together, right? She make good money. She's a good girl. She's not a bitch. She's sweet. She likes to cook. All of that shit. But she is with a nigga who don't go to work, ain't got no job. She always complaining about this nigga, but she'll never leave. You know why? Because that nigga know how to make her come like this. You dig what I'm saying? The most powerful man in the world to most women is that nigga who ain't got his shit together, who still live at home with his mom, living at this bitch house, that bitch house, who can make a bitch come like this multiple times over and over and over again. And I'm explaining to you something, for real, for real. Most women do not want relationships. They don't want marriages because marriages are work. Not easy. Most women just want that Cinderella moment on the day she gets married. They love that shit. Oh, I got married, look at me. She been brainwashed to be that way since Cinderella came out, bro, since she was a little girl. Right? Most women don't want to be married. They just want that Cinderella moment. If most women kept it real and were like, you know what? I don't want to be married. I just want to dress up and have everybody here gloat over me. Because they really don't want 20, 30, 40 years of marriage. It's a lot of shit dealing with your husband. I know for my wife it is. She got to clean up after me, you know. Shit, I leave shoes and shit in the middle of the floor. And, you feel me? You know what I mean? Like, I'm a nigga. I'm a dude. I know that. I'm a 40-year-old man. I do some shit. I piss with, you know, sometimes in the middle of the night with the fucking lights off, and, you know, pee might get on the floor. I just kind of hold my dick like sonar and like, oh, okay, yeah, I hear water dribbling, right? But of course, some of it's gonna get on the floor. I'm a fucking dude. I'm a caveman, goddammit. But that's the shit you gotta worry about when you marry as a woman. Most women, they'll never admit to it. Like, hey, I want a relationship, you know, especially a woman my age, 40 years old. She'd have been married before. I want to get remarried. No, you just want some dick. Just be for real. Just, hey, you just want some dick, and that's okay. That's all right. If you just want some dick, just say you want some dick. And fellas, don't be, if you are my age and you hear all this shit about, hey, you want to get married, and she just wants some dick. But she'll never come out and say it, because socially, a woman's not supposed to come out and say, I just want to fuck. All that, I don't want to be in a relationship shit, man. Look, bruh, you're better off just telling a woman straight up, hey, I just want to fuck. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be in no relationship. I don't want to raise your fucking kids that you have with another nigga. I don't want none of that shit. I just want to fuck. I just want to get physical with you. I don't want no relationship. If you are confident enough, I'm telling you, because I've said this shit in the past. I don't want to be with you like that. I just want to fuck. When I was a single man, they were cool with it. Why? Because I'm confident enough to say this is who I am. Don't lie to them, bro. Don't be like, yeah, I want to be with you, and then you get the pussy and then the shit's whack. Or, you know, because you don't want to be no stepdaddy. Trust me, bro. 40 years old, 35, 40, 45, you being a stepdaddy to somebody else's kids, them little kids, man, you could be the best man in the world. They'll never respect you. They'll never respect you like their father. Their father could be a piece of shit. This nigga could never had no job. The little son could be 12, 13 years old. This nigga ain't had a job his whole fucking life. And they know it. Oh, my dad's amazing and all that. That's her dad. That's his dad. You'll never be my dad. You're not my dad. You can't tell me shit. That's why I don't understand how you niggas be cool with being stepdaddies. I tried to be cool with two niggas in my past that were on that stepdaddy shit. And they didn't even have no kids. Now, I can see if you got kids and she got kids and y'all want to do the Brady Bunch thing. That's cool, right? But I'm talking about you niggas with no kids who end up with bitches who got kids. And then you bitches that have kids who got preferences talking about I only want to date a man with no kids because you want to use that man's resources for your own fucking kids, right? You expect this man that did not bust a nut up in your ass to take care of your motherfucking kids. And all he gonna get in the day is some motherfucking pussy with 400,000 miles on it. You dig what I'm saying? You're no different than a motherfucking 88 Toyota Tundra, bitch. No difference. 400,000 miles. But you expect that nigga, because you got a fresh candy paint, the 17 pounds of makeup, the eyelashes and shit, the nigga's supposed to deal with it. But look, man. Fellas, if she talking all that, you 40 years old, she talking all that, I want a relationship. Look, bro, especially if she's a divorcee. She don't want no motherfucking relationship. She just wants some dick. She needs some dick. Women need dick. They need it. Come on, bro. You've heard a woman say, hey, a woman has needs, which means I need dick. That's what that means. I.e., I need dick. We need dick. Women need, when a woman says I have needs, that means she needs to fuck. Women need sex. Men don't need sex. Like, I honestly though, bro, like, as a man, you don't need sex. If you're around a group of women and they're comfortable with you and you don't say shit, they'll sit there and act like you're not there. They'll sit there and talk about dick and fucking and all of that shit in front of you, bruh. Straight up. Had it happen before. When women get together, that's all they talk about is dick. That's it. Men don't do that. Like, when a man has mastered himself, he ain't gonna sit here and talk about bitches all day. You know what I mean? He gonna talk about, man, I got this investment, and man, you see the 49ers, what happened, bro? You seen what happened with the San Francisco Giants, and man, you seen that trade? Hey, man, I'm thinking about traveling here. A man who got his shit together ain't gonna be talking about the bitches or the women that he's fucking, because it's not that important. But most women, they'll sit there with their homegirls and just talk about dick all day, because women need dick. Men don't need pussy. A man who has his shit together don't need pussy. It's not that big of a deal. If you want me, if you show me a man who chases pussy all day, excuse me, no purpose in life, all he do is chase pussy, right? I'll show you a man that's broke as fuck. Any man who chases bitches, that's his purpose in life. Let me conquer as much pussy as possible. I am a king. You know, super baby daddy ass niggas. Yeah. But a man who is getting to the bag, he ain't got time to be chasing pussy all day. He chasing money. And in turn, when you chase your purpose, you get the best quality women. Fellas, listen to me. Women love dick. They love it. They can't live without it. They cannot. How many times have you talked to a woman and she said, I haven't had sex in over a year? Now, for a lot of you guys, dudes, have you ever taken a year off from fucking? A year. Like, a lot of y'all get in relationships and then you hop into another one 3 months later. I think it's important that when you get your heart broken, give yourself a year. No pussy, no dates, just get your shit together. I did that shit with the chick that cheated on me when I was 22. So from 22 until I got with my now wife at 25, I had about 2 years I didn't really fuck with nobody. A year and a half I didn't really fuck with nobody. Like, man, we're talking young. When I was 22, I didn't get no pussy literally from June of 08. It's crazy, I remember dates like that. I didn't fuck nobody from, no, that's a lie. I fucked 2 broads that summer. It was like August of 08. I didn't fuck nobody until like January of 2010. Like, it went like fucking like, nigga, a year and a half damn near. Because I was trying to get my shit together. Because when old girl cheated on me, I didn't have my shit together, you know? Know this. Women have needs. They love to fuck. And they'll never admit to you. Like, you might get one bitch that's just bold and like, yeah, I just love to fuck. Hey. But when you get a woman over 40, fellas, and she went through a divorce, or she's going through a divorce, don't walk into that shit looking for love. Because she just wants some dick. Real shit.